Welcome to the Buffet Challenge, or as I've been calling it, the Food-Related Journeyman, because that makes a lot more sense than the Buffet Challenge. If you've got a witty name, please do put it in the comments, and maybe we need another name, Buffet Challenge. Doesn't quite make sense on some level, does it? We're kind of doing a restaurant, really, more than anything else. I'll show you the graphic here on screen. Oh, look at that. This is our restaurant. We've not won anything. We've not actually got anything on the menu, except you will note that we do. We have a few things on the menu, and that is because we have finished Season 1 of the Buffet Challenge, and the players that you see on the menu are players that we have at the club. So the specials board is players that we have at the club, and then the main menu gets added to when we win something with a team. So you can see we are currently working towards fish and chips, but sadly, spoiler alert, we didn't win anything in our first season, so we're still out of stock, and oh, it was a little bit disappointing. So let's start by showing you the first season. Let's jump in. We'll go back. Started off really well, I have to say. We beat Stansfield 7-3. We then beat Takeley 10-1 in the preliminary round of the FA Cup, and I was thinking we are storming here. We went unbeaten in the league all the way through. Well, we were unbeaten in the cups as well until we got knocked out of the FA Cup. Bit of a blow. Not too bad, though. We did make it to the first qualifying rounds. Still unbeaten in the league. Got knocked out of the Vars, which was a bit of a shame. Still unbeaten in the league. And then we get to this Sutton Athletic game where we get our first loss. It's October the 22nd. We've won pretty much every game up to this point. We are confident. We're feeling good. And then Football Manager releases the patch. Now, I don't want to blame the patch. It might not be the patch. It might be opposition's adapting to us. It might be my managerial skills. But that major patch, I'm just saying, form starts to wobble at that point. We lose to Southern Athletic, we beat Canterbury, then we lose to Deal, we draw with Erith and Belvedere, and then we get a few wins back, and we're thinking, you know what, we're back in this. And then, oh my word, look at this. It's a whole different story. It's a whole different team. And towards the end there, I mean, February, not a single win in the month of February. This hurt particularly. Winstable Town knocked us out in the quarterfinals of the Southern Counties League Cup. I was convinced we were going to win it. We didn't. We got knocked out in the quarterfinals. It was ours to win. And then we went down here, began to find our form again before a miserable end to the season, which left us, if we go in here and jump back a year, it left us in fourth, which you think, okay, well, Winstable Town have run away with it and we were in fourth. But if I can show you the past positions table, which I can't because it was last season, basically what this looked like is us in first all the way to about halfway through the season, then in second, which would have put us in a playoff spot, and then we crumbled away into fourth place right at the end. We were first, then second, then third, then fourth. Predicted to finish mid-table. The board are happy, the players are happy, the fans are happy. We didn't have any revolts, but bitterly disappointing. And so we spent the summer doing a bit of job hunting, and we couldn't find anyone. Anyone who follows on Twitter will know I ran a little Twitter poll saying, should we try and apply for some jobs? Lewis, who play in the Dripping Pan Arena, Needham Market. I mean, Needham and Market, they're all food related. Ham, but they weren't interested. Leek, I don't think they rejected us straight away. They weren't even interested in listening to us. So it's been a pretty grim summer, except for the transfers, which are beginning to come together now. All together now. Let me introduce you to the team that is going to start the next season, and I will tell you about the stars of the previous season. In goal is Cookie, our goalkeeper. He's a young lad, only age 20. He's head and shoulders above everybody else. He's pretty bloody good. I say he's good. Conceding nearly 2 a game on average, one could argue that he's not very good, but I think he is good. I trust Cookie. He might crumble a little bit under pressure, but he's the best we've got, and we're sticking with him for this season. Some cons, but generally speaking, he's a good lad. If we go to the player report, you can see, form is good. He needs to be a bit more consistent, but he's all right. He's operating at this level. He could operate at the level above. So we're a big fan of him. Parker and McDonald, finally getting that little orangey green line there, which is very nice, beginning to develop a partnership. Parker is our old boy, 37 years old. Oh, don't you just love non-league? Have a look at that. Beautiful. I don't really know. He can tackle. He's got a good work rate. He's quite tall. He can head the ball. He's all right. I'm not sure he's going to stay in that place for the rest of the... Yeah, I'm not sure. He might lose his space. Cale McDonald, though, I doubt he's going to lose his space. He's fantastic. Wanted by lots of players. But he was fantastic last season. He's already on a 7.07 in 4 non-competitive games. 7.17 last season. 2 goals, 2 players of the matches. He is definitely the future. And we've brought in Will Moses, in the summer as another option in there. So he might be fighting to take the place of Parker potentially. Fullbacks, FN22, FN23 and fullbacks. Not a combination that go well in my opinion. We've got 2 new fullbacks. We've basically released all of our defenders except for these 2 last season. So we've brought in Georges Miles Meekums. Not a lot standing out, but again, not a lot of problems either. He's kind of okay, and he can play on both sides. And then O'Neill is our option on the other side. A little bit less exciting, but quite fast with that acceleration, and he can cross. He should be a little bit of a threat. And then we still have Elias Martin, who was the only fullback we didn't release from last season. 31-year-old, theoretically quite good, but very inconsistent, doesn't like a big game, so we're not a huge fan of him. Midfield definitely needs strengthening. We've got Almond, so you'll see that Almond cookies are on the specials, of course, a combination of our goalkeeper Cookie and Almond. Almond is a midfielder. He's got a good first touch. Physicals, a little bit wobbly. He has some weaknesses, but he's done all right. Last season, he was a 6.8, much higher than that at the start of the season. It really did fall away. By the way, that is his actual name, Finley Almond, not a nickname. Cookie, actual name, Cookie. So, you know, I just want you to know I'm not stretching it until we get to Lambas bread, where, yeah, he's called Rodney Lamba. He's called Lambas bread.
Lambas? Elvish way bread?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Why not? I'm moving on from that. I've shown you him. I'm going to show you him now. Wide target forward. We play him as a winger because he's better as a winger. This is our fantastically fabulous 6'6" winger who has got pretty good finishing. Should really be a target forward. He can play as a target forward, but he seems to do quite well as a winger. So for now, he's our winger choice. Very physical. Fullbacks struggle to deal with him. He does tend to muscle them off and get across him. The other midfielder we have is Jaden Beals. He's more of a ball winner. He's got pretty good determination, marking, tackling, teamwork, work rate. The physicals are pretty good. He's actually decent for this level. He's consistent. He likes big matches. Again, performing well in the friendlies. And you know what? He only came in second half of the season, so those 20 games were where our form was bad. He's on a 6.95. He was one of the diamonds in the rough, really, last season. On the left wing, we have Liam Warnock, presumably related to Neil Warnock, maybe the brother of, I don't know. Best of a bad bunch, really. I don't have a good relationship with him. He's inconsistent. He doesn't like big matches. At the moment, he's starting there because he's got 13 acceleration. We are looking for a replacement left winger. We've had a few on trial. They haven't come through for us. But we don't care about the wingers, do we? We care about the strikers. It is very much the place to start is the Whale. The Whale, who got an 8.11 last season. 8.11, 33 goals in 35 appearances, 11 players in the match, 10 assists as well as those 33 goals. This is non-league gold. He is a poacher. He cannot really finish. He has no strength. His jumping reach is 12, which I guess is fine. But for whatever reason, despite his inconsistency, despite the fact he hates big matches, despite the fact that he is not good for this division, and he has no player traits, the Whale is a goal machine. And that 1.5 star, throw it in the bin, because this guy with his 5 first touch, 5 heading, 1 tackling, 3 technique and 2 positioning, And 5 Blair is amazing. To be fair, he can dribble, he's got good acceleration, his jumping reach ain't too bad, but he should not be scoring as many goals as he is. We love the Whale, and the Whale is starting as a pressing forward. He's not even, I mean, he should really be a poacher, but that's because we play Moniel for nothing as a poacher. He is just called Moniel, and there's no food connection, but we love a good song on Twitter. Twitter? We love a good song on Twitter, but we do love a good song on Twitch. If you join us on Twitch, JM Thoughts on Twitch, you can play the Money for Nothing song when he scores, and he has scored a lot for us as well. He has 30 goals in 33 appearances, and I can kind of see why. Natural fitness 14, pace 12, acceleration 12, agility 12, finishing 12, first touch 10, heading 11, technique 5, not amazing. Again, inconsistent, doesn't like big matches. My arse, 7.52, 5 player of the matches, 5 assists, 30 goals, 33 appearances. We are not short of strikers, and Steely is another option in there as well. 7 goals in 19 appearances. He is a big lumpy target forward with 15 jumping reach and 14 heading, and he is another one of our strikers. And then we have the Herring, who is our youth prospect, 17 years old, mostly here so we can put Herring on the specials menu. But again, finishing of 13, acceleration 13, determination 14, off the ball 11, pace 10. For a 17-year-old in non-league, I think we might be taking the Herring with us when we move to another team. That's it in terms of the starting team. There's a few other players at the club. We did loan in Paul Cheeseman in the hope that he would be good. His work rate's 13 and his teamwork's 17, so he's going to be fantastic at cleaning the boots and generally being a kit boy. I don't think he's going to see first team football, and I am probably... I mean, what bet would you put that Saffron Dynamo are going to recall him? I think they're probably going to recall him. On the other hand, they've got no manager, so I don't know who will recall him. So Saffron Dynamo, a team we did look at moving to, but I don't know. Saffron is a spice. It doesn't feel like a good connection to me. We decided that we weren't going to go to the club of Cheeseman's origin, but we were going to get Cheeseman into our club. There is a better Cheeseman in this league. I believe he plays for Punjab United. I mean, you could also argue there's probably some food from Punjab, but I think that again would be a stretch. Is it Punjab? I don't know if it is. Where is Cheeseman? I don't know where he is. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the main point of this is we're moving into season 2, and this is make or break. I need us to win some silverware as Fisher. We have got some interesting competition in the league. Clubs that caused us problems last year. Deal are a bit of a bogey team. Erith and Belvedere I don't love. Hollands and Blair, not a fan of. Gelb are a bit of a rival. Punjab United bottled the playoffs. It's going to be an interesting season. I wonder what the preview looks like. We're 4th is our expectation, the same as last year. Phoenix Sports, definitely one to watch. They've obviously strengthened in the season. Gelb are looking good. Welling are looking good. This could be our year. The fact that we're 10-1 and we basically only have 2 central midfielders and 1 poor left back, poor left winger, our left back is also pretty crap, makes me think that with a bit of strengthening and with the goals in our strikers, we might be able to do some magic this year. So join me on Twitch to find out more. I will be doing more of these videos when I can. Haven't had a chance over Christmas. We might do a few middle of the season games that we record, or we might do edits of Twitch highlights, but I've been run off my feet recently. So I just wanted to touch base with YouTube and tell you how the first season went to get ready for the second season. We are streaming tonight when I'm recording this video, but it's definitely going to be released after, so that's pointless information for you. However, we will be streaming, I believe, on Sunday. I think it's probably going to be a draft though, Sunday the 8th of January, so the place to come and see Fisher next will be the 9th, Monday the 9th of January. We're doing a special longer stream, or again, I think we're probably going to be there on the 12th. You know what, I've got a schedule, I'll just put it on. Here's the schedule, that's when we're streaming. Come and see me, come and see Frank, press the soundboard, and make some sounds, make some friends, have a good time. But until next time, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Stay cool, stay in school. I don't think many of you are in school. I don't know, I could just steal someone else's catchphrase. What is it? Huckleberry Finn? Keep up the grind or something like that. What does he say? I don't know. Long story short, bye.